the treats or kibble out. Hi, speak of the devil. Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. It's been a little while since we've done a current favorites video, so I felt like we were definitely due one. I think the last one was in November, and usually I do these every other month, but with the holidays and then getting started with the new year, and then I did my best of beauty video and stuff like that, I just haven't had the opportunity to like really round up all of my current favorites. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But before we get started, as always, I just want to welcome anyone who's new. Thanks for stopping by and checking out my video. I hope that you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and for everyone watching, please make sure to like this video. It lets me know to keep these favorites videos going, and also make sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what some of your favorites are, or what favorites from this video you most want to try out. So as I said, I did do a best of beauty 2023 video. It was a roundup of all of the beauty favorites that I had for last year, and I will link that right over here if you guys are interested in that. So most of my beauty favorites were included in that one, but since that video, I have discovered a couple of new beauty favorites in 2024 that I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys. The first one was a replacement for a holy grail product of mine that I absolutely loved. I used it like almost every single time I did my makeup, and then even some days when I wasn't wearing makeup, I would still throw it on. But unfortunately, I think it got discontinued, but it was the Milk Blur Stick. You guys know I had been using the one that I had, like the full size, for I think like 2 years or something, and there's actually still a decent amount left. It's crazy how long that stick lasted, but I did notice that I was running low, so I went to go place an order, and I noticed that it wasn't on Milk Makeup's website anymore, and it wasn't on Sephora, so I think that it's gone. I'm hoping that they'll bring it back at some point, but in the meantime, I did do some research to see if there was a dupe or replacement, and I actually did find this on a thread where other people were disappointed that the Blur Stick was discontinued, and the one that everyone was suggesting is from Nude Sticks. This is their Blot and Blur Matte Stick. So this is a lot smaller than the Milk Blur Stick. That is just like the one drawback that I have on this, but here it is. It's like this white stick, but when it goes on, the finish on this, I don't know how well it's gonna pick up on camera, but you can kind of see there's a little bit of sheen on my skin on this side and this side, and then right through here it's matte. That's where it is, and it honestly gives such a filter-like finish. It's what I'm wearing underneath my makeup right now, and I do have to say I think I actually like this formula better than the Milk Blur Stick, but if the Milk Blur Stick ever came back, I would probably opt to repurchase that one just because it's such a good value since it lasts for so long. I've been using this one for January almost daily, and it's already used up so much, so that's the only thing that I don't like about this stick is you get a lot less product in general, because the Milk Blur Stick was a lot fatter, and then the product just doesn't last as long. But I do have to say I feel like it mattifies a lot more, and it does give my imperfections a better blurring effect. Then next up in my beauty favorites, this one is limited edition. This is an old product from Tarte that they've recently brought back. I don't know how much longer it's gonna be here, but as of when I'm recording this video, I did see they still are selling this on their website, and these are the cheek stains from Tarte. I was so excited when they brought these back because they talk about all the time I really do love blush, but it disappears so easily on my skin. I think it's due to 2 reasons. Number one, I'm very oily, so my face like literally eats makeup throughout the day. I can put on a full face, and by the end of the day, like only my eye makeup is left. And then the other reason is because I am a bit deeper. I just feel like the second the blush starts fading because of my oily skin, you just can't see it anymore because I need a little bit more pigment for it to show up. So I was really excited about these cheek stains, and I really like these. So I have this one on right now. This is Flush. This is their berry color. Here is what it looks like, and then like I said, it's on my cheek, but here's a quick swatch. So this will actually dry down, and you guys can see the blush is sticking. And then the other color that I got is Tipsy, which I'll put right next to it. Tipsy is more of a corally color, but I actually used these on my last shoot day with Michelle. We went to Long Beach, and it was so hot that day. It was almost like 80 degrees, and we were shooting winter looks. Like I was literally wearing fur for one of my looks, and I checked my makeup on my 3rd look. At that point, we had been shooting out in the sun, sweating like crazy for a couple hours, and I still had blush on, and it was definitely because of this stain. So now on days when I want my blush to last all day long through like literal sweat and tears, my plan is to layer this stain underneath my powder or my cream blush, because that's what I did that day, and it really made the blush hold up really well. So if you struggle with blush disappearing and these are still available, definitely look into them. I mean, even on their own, I don't have it layered, I just have it on by itself, and like I said, it's been a couple hours since I did my makeup, and it's still going strong. So speaking of low maintenance makeup that's just designed to last all day, you guys might have seen this coming after my last like non-vlog video. I just did a review on these, but I am obsessed with these. I think the brand is called Suchu. Again, I might be butchering that, so I apologize, but it's the Stain Lip Liner Tattoos. So I got the pack that has 3 colors. I have nude, mauved, and then pink. For today, I am actually wearing pink. Again, it's been a couple of hours and you guys can see I still definitely have pigment on my lips. And like I said, I did do a full review video on this. I even did like a wear test. I wore it out to dinner and the stain lasted all the way through. But this is what they look like. They look really, really dark when you first put them on. And then you do have to like put on a good layer. You want to make sure it's thick enough that when it dries down, you're able to peel it off. But these last literally all day. They last through like almost every single meal. And then you can definitely use them as an all over color. But I've seen a lot of girls actually just using them as like a semi-permanent lip color. And then they'll just go over their lips with either like a clear or a sheer lip gloss. And it just looks so, so pretty. So if you're someone who doesn't like to reapply your makeup like me, which is why I personally still like to use liquid lips and stuff. I just want low maintenance. I like to put on once and forget about it. But if you're someone who likes that concept but doesn't like liquid lips, definitely try these ones out. Then my last favorite is the other product that I did a dedicated review video on, and I'm sure you guys saw this coming, but it's this Dyson Airwrap dupe. So I got this one on sale and it was I think like $35. I think regularly it's about $50, so still a fraction of the price of a Dyson Airwrap. And I got mine off of TikTok Shop. I will link it down below. I've had a hard time finding it like not on TikTok Shop, like the actual one that I ordered, because there's a lot of dupes that are very similar out there, but I can only vouch for the one that I actually ordered, obviously. But I actually have been really loving this. I've actually really come to prefer it over using a regular curling iron, just because I feel like even though the curls honestly just don't last as long as a curling iron, which is going to be true even with the actual Dyson Airwrap or the Shark, but even though the curls don't last as long, I like the fact that they're a lot softer and a lot bouncier and have a lot of movement to them. I used a curling iron for the first time since I got this the other day, and I actually absolutely hated my hair, so I just definitely feel like I'll be sticking with this one. And one of the negative reviews that I kept seeing on this one was that it died just after like the second or third use. I've been using this all month pretty regularly. I would say at least a couple times a week, and I personally had zero problems with it, so it looks like I might have gotten a good one. I will say though, I don't like this as an actual blow dryer, like just using this part or this attachment. I just personally feel like it's not powerful enough to dry my hair. The power that it gives is totally fine as far as like styling goes with the other attachments, but using this as just like a blow dryer by itself or using it with the diffuser, it just takes forever to dry my hair. So I wouldn't recommend it for that. I still use my regular blow dryer after I shower. But as far as using it with these styling attachments, I absolutely love this. Again, I just love the movement and the softness in the curls, especially when I use this attachment. There's two of this because there's one for each direction. My hair is just so bouncy and pretty and just so full of volume. And then I love this one for days when I just really want to smooth out my hair. It's super quick, or if I just like want to prep my hair and smooth it out before I go in with the curls, this one's a really good attachment. And then this one actually was the one that I was the most scared to use, because on the reviews everyone said that this attachment sucks, but I actually really like it. I will say I still do prefer my thermal brush if I'm gonna go for a style that you get with an attachment like this, but in a pinch or if I'm traveling, I would just take this set with me and then I'm good to go, as opposed to like also bringing along my thermal brush. So I feel like it's a good backup to my Calista brush. Moving on to fashion, the first item is a sweater that I cannot get enough of. This is from Old Navy, and this is actually from Old Navy men's, but I have been looking to replace my Sherpa sweater for a little while now. Leo chewed a hole in it, and I just wanted like a comfy Sherpa jacket that I could wear around the house whenever it got like super cold. And I saw this one on Old Navy and I really love this. The Sherpa on this is just so soft and it moves so well. There's a lot of times where I will get a Sherpa jacket and for some reason they're just so stiff, they're so uncomfortable, and I can't eat comfortably in them. So I really love this one because I can leave this one on and not feel like restricted or anything in my movements. I also love the hood, so I'll wear this a lot of the time if it's like drizzling or just like a light rain outside when I just like need to let Leo pee. It's also super warm, which I mean it should be if it's Sherpa, but I also really like the design. It's actually cream and navy. I know it might look black in there, but it's actually navy, so I like the fact that the navy makes it just like a little bit softer. But yeah, if you're looking for a good Sherpa for the rest of winter that's just casual and you can easily throw it on, this one's a really good one. Next up, I'm sure we saw this coming because I can't stop wearing this bag, but it's my Coach Soft Tabby. Unfortunately, I think this color is now sold out. I think they brought it out for holiday and they've already sold all the units, but in general, I really love the Soft Tabby. I've never had a tabby from Coach and I can totally see the hype because this bag, it looks good for like evening or formal occasions if you do it as just a shoulder bag, but it also transitions so nicely as a crossbody for like a more casual outfit. So yeah, overall very happy with this purchase, and I also love how much room it has inside. It honestly fits so much, and like I said, I did do a what's in my bag on this, so if you guys want a little bit more information about how much it actually holds and a more thorough review, definitely check out that video. Next up, we have the Aritzia Boyfriend Terry Crew sweatshirts. You guys, these Aritzia sweatshirts are my new love language. I cannot stop wearing these. These are the most comfortable things ever. I've always heard that Aritzia sweatshirts are really, really good, and I'm so glad that I finally decided to get one. So this one, like I said, is the terry fleece. So it's not like a regular fleece inside, it's terry, so that it's not gonna be as warm, which I personally like. I can overheat pretty easily. So I like that it's not like the hot, thick fleece that'll start pilling inside and get itchy. I just feel like terry fleece has a lot more longevity since it doesn't do that. And like I said, it is a little bit cooler. The sweatshirt is still warm because it is a sweatshirt. The material is nice and thick, but like I said, it just doesn't have that extra level of warmth that the regular fleece does. But I am obsessed with these sweatshirts. They're just like your basic crew neck sweatshirts, but they are so comfy, and I would honestly recommend sizing like way up. The black one was my first one, and I had to get it in an extra large because it was either that or an extra small, and I'm so glad I got the extra large because I actually really like the way that it fits. I am swimming in it a little bit, but for like wearing it at home or just like over my clothes if I'm gonna go run errands after I work out or something, it's just like the perfect cozy oversized fit. The second one that I got was, I think it's like the cloud white, which is like a very light heather gray. That one I had to get in a medium because that was all that was available, and it's a bit more fitted than I like my sweatshirts. So personally, I think size XL or XXL is kind of where I want to be at with these. But if you guys have not invested in an Aritzia sweatshirt and you're like a crew neck sweatshirt girly, you're missing out. These are the absolute best. Then I think the theme of like all of my fashion stuff is comfort, because the next item are pajamas, and this is more of like the general category of this type of pajama as opposed to this exact pair. But I have recently gotten very into satin pajama sets. You guys know, like during the summer I got really into the shorts ones, but I started getting like the cami and pant ones, and oh my god, going to bed is such like a luxurious experience. It feels so nice to slip into these sets because they just feel so good on, and then they also just look so cute. So I'm not going to bed just like all disheveled and stuff like I used to do, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's bedtime, be comfortable. But the nice thing about just kind of like upping my pajama game is that it makes me a little bit more excited for bedtime and a little bit more excited for my bedtime routine. And I have started going to bed a little bit earlier because of that, which is one of the things I've been working on recently. So yeah, obsessed with all the satin pajama sets I've been getting. This one is from Boohoo, and then I've also gotten a couple from TikTok Shop. They have a lot of really good ones on there. Last up in fashion before I move on to just a couple of quick random lifestyle favorites. The first one are my new Adidas Gazelles. I've been needing new walking shoes. My Air Force Ones are unfortunately starting to break down, and Michelle actually ordered these Adidas Gazelle. These are the Gazelle Golds. She ordered them before me, and I really love them, so I opted to get the all white pair, and this has been my go-to sneaker all month. I really love these. I love the fact that there's a platform because first off, it gives me height, which I love because I am 4'11", so a little extra height I feel like is always a little bit more flattering for me. But I also like the platform because then my feet aren't like hard against the ground. Like if you wear a flatter shoe like Converse or something with like a little bit of a thinner sole, you know, when you've been walking for a little while, you can kind of like feel the ground underneath your feet. I really hate that. So especially when it comes to walking shoes, I like a good, nice, thick sole. I'll even be down for a platform, and then that way if I have to wear my sneakers for hours and hours of walking, my feet are just a lot more comfortable. So I would definitely say I have not brought these to Disneyland, but I strongly feel like these would be a good Disney shoe, and they just go with everything. I mean, everything's all white on here. You have the Adidas logo, but it still just looks so clean and just super easy to style. Okay, then ending off with a couple of lifestyle favorites. The first one is for my fellow high energy dog moms out there, or just dog moms in general. If you want to get something that your dog would be excited to play with, I will admit this one was a little bit pricey, but I think that it was definitely worth it. But I got this new enrichment game for Leo. This is the Puffin enrichment game. It's from the brand Fable. If you guys know of Fable pets, you know that their stuff is usually pretty expensive, but their stuff is also really aesthetic, which I'm sure you can tell by the Puffin. This is actually a pretty aesthetic design, but this one is so cool if you are like a lazy high energy dog parent. It's a very easy enrichment game to set up. Basically what you do is you take this bottom off, and I'm so sorry, ours has stuff all over it. That's one drawback on this. The material that's on this, it just kind of sticks to any residue on your floor as your dog's like rolling it around, but the bottom is super heavy, so it kind of challenges them. They can't topple it very easily and stuff. They have to really work at it, but you just put the food in here, and then you guys can see there's like different holes inside, so you can actually take this part out and like twist it around and do like different layers on here. There's like easier openings and then like some like hard advanced ones, and then just screw this back on, turn it back over, and then with these grooves here, you guys can see a little bit left over. Leo just finished playing with this, but he'll get to this. You can put something high value on here like Greek yogurt, or we actually have a thing called Zumi butter, which is peanut butter that has stuff in it that calms him, so we get a little 2-for-1 with that. But yeah, you put something lickable on here, and as they start trying to work to get the stuff in the grooves, it topples the game even more. So they start learning how to topple the treats or kibble out. Hi, speak of the devil. Are you hearing this? So yeah, it's a really good game. He loves it. He gets so excited when I set it up, and he will literally play with this for like 10-15 minutes and then just be completely exhausted and just zonk out for the rest of the night. Here you go, buddy. Then my last little lifestyle favorite. This is from the brand Being French. Sorry, Leah's playing with it now. I've mentioned their body lotion before, but I just got this. This is their hair, body, and linen mist. I got it in the lavender cloud, and the reason why I got this was, again, to romanticize my bedtime and encourage me to get to bed earlier. This is one of the steps I'm doing. I keep this on my bedside table, and right before I get into bed, I just kind of mist my pillow and sheets with this, and then when I go to lay down, the lavender scent just kind of like encompasses me and helps me to just kind of unwind so that I can get to sleep faster. So I've really been loving this in my nighttime routine. It's such a nice step right before I go to bed. It sounds very extra, but personally, I feel like aromatherapy is very, very effective, and it's been working pretty well for me. Chiming in here while I was editing because I realized I forgot one of my biggest favorites, and I cannot believe it, but I got this LL Bean wearable Sherpa throw for Christmas, and you guys, this is like my favorite thing ever. I live in this. So it's in the color cream, and it's a throw that has a hood, and it's kind of designed like a poncho. So when you're cold, you literally can just throw it on over you, and you're so mobile. You can walk around the house, do what you gotta do. There's pockets. You can put your phone in here, or, you know, anything you want to carry around with you. Then, like I said, it's got a hood. I will not lie, I have gone out exactly like this to walk Leo at night. It's fantastic. This has to be like one of my top 5 favorite gifts that I got this year for my birthday and Christmas combined, because this throw is like my everything. I'm not even kidding. Trevor and I fight over it all the time. Like, we fought over it tonight, especially because it's been uncharacteristically cold in California. This throw is something that like both of us are constantly trying to grab before the other one does. All right, you guys, well, that is gonna be it for my current favorites. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I love you, and I will see you very soon again in my next one. Bye.